Hello everybody, this is Matt Lloyd, co-founder of Magic Apple Technology, and today we're going to do a little demonstration and explanation of our FOP, which is basically our operator panel. What I'll do is kind of go through and explain some of the buttons and a little bit of the features and functionality of this application. We can start up here with these. So right off the bat you have dial button. So if you wanted to call somebody, let's say I want to call the back workbench, I'd simply click this, hit the dial button, and it would ring my phone. I pick my handset up, and then I can start making that call once the other call answered on the other side and have that conversation. The two transfer keys, we have blind transfer and supervised transfer. A blind transfer is if I have a call and I want to send it to Aaron, I would just click Aaron and blind transfer, and it sends it directly to him. If I wanted to do a supervised transfer, I would click Aaron again, hit supervised transfer, it would ring Aaron, and I can say, hey man, I got a call, do you want to talk to Bob? Yes or no, and then transfer it to him. I can also just transfer directly to Aaron's voicemail. If I know he's not in, and I'll just transfer it, I can just hit this button and it'll send it directly to his voicemail box. Or transfer it to his mobile if his mobile was set up. As you can see, it's grayed out here because we actually don't have that set up for Aaron. You can also do a call pickup. So if you have a call that's ringing in, you can choose on the whatever extension you want and just be able to do a call pickup on that. You have listen and whisper. So essentially what this does is it allows you to listen in on a call for, like, say, training purposes, or if you had a call center and they have a certain script that they need to be following and you need to do some quality control, this will allow you to do that. The next feature, the listen and whisper, takes it to the next step and says, now I can actually whisper into the handset to my agent and tell them, hey, you need to say this or you need to say that, or help them if they have questions, that kind of thing. Hang up's pretty self-explanatory. If you're on a call, you can simply hit this button to hang it up. Record a call. This is an on-demand recording feature. So if you're halfway in the middle of a conversation and you feel like that's something you need to record, you can hit this button and it will record that call. You also have your filter and dial fields that you can actually put in things if you're searching, or if you're trying to call Cali. I could type in 116 right here and dial it from here. I can also do set my availability or set my presence from here. So let's say I need to be on Do Not Disturb. If you'll notice over here now, that's me. I have a little red Do Not Disturb button that pops up, which simply means if I get a phone call, it goes directly to my voicemail. You also have a dial pad feature. So not only can you enter a number here, but you can also type it in here and hit the send button to call it. Of course, you can just as easily as we've done before, click the extension and click dial from there as well. Here under this little person icon, you've got a few things that you can do. You can set your preferences. You can take a look at those. Your chat sounds, queue sounds, you can do pop-up windows if you want to do a pop-up. There's a lot of cool stuff that you can do with that. Also, from here, you can look at your contacts. If you are recording calls, you can find them here, or you can look at your call history. You can see there's a lot of different stuff that you can see here. Your date, whether it was an inbound or outbound call, the number. This is a lot of extension calls, or it could be something else coming in, the duration, and whether it was answered or not answered. Then you notice that we have these pods that are on here, and these pods are all able to be moved around. So you can drag them to different places. They're responsive, so you can do a lot of different stuff with them. If you want to put them somewhere, or whatever you want to do, you can move them around and do different stuff with them. You can collapse them. So if you didn't necessarily want to see all the queues, you can, or if you're looking for something particular, you can open it up and take a look inside. Like I said, you can also change the size of them if they needed to be bigger or smaller or whatever. You can do a lot of different, and the look and feel of how you want it for yourself. Inside each of these extension pods, there's some features within that as well. Let me take myself back off and go to available. You can see right there on this little circle, if you hover over that and click that, it gives you some options. So I can do a chat, which pops up a little chat window. And I can, of course I'm telling myself hello, say hello. Or under the same thing, I can send an email, send an SMS. So this would be either going to their cell phone if they had that, or mobile device, or if you have a SMS enabled DID for Magic Apple, you can also use this here as well. If that member is in a queue and they need to pause, in other words, to be taken out of the queue for a short period of time for a break or whatever, you can do that here and then unpause them. You can actually add members to the queues. So let's say I wanted to add myself to billing. If I click that, you see that I real time popped up in billing. So if a billing call came through right now, it would ring my phone as well. I can take myself right out of it by hitting remove from, billing again. As you see, my name disappeared there again. So also when you hover over, you can also see there's a lot of little things that can come in. Shows how many calls taken. It gives you a lot of really good information by just hovering over some stuff. The other thing that's important, last two things really, is whenever you're logged in, you'll always be the upper left-hand corner here. That's will always be where your extension will be. Also, everything's permission-based. So if I didn't want someone to have listen and whisper, I just don't give it to them, and it's all password protected with their login. So that's really it. If anybody has any questions, please let us know, or visit us on the web at magicappletech.com, or give us a call at 615-425-7474. Thank you.